what do you mean by data science? So data science refers to the process of obtaining meaningful information from the data. So you are going to collect the data and then clean the data, and then you are going to analyze the data so that you must be able to fetch meaningful insights out of the data. So the entire process, we call it as data science. Okay, in simple terms, it is all about enabling the machines to learn from the data and to summarize the understanding and insights gained from the data in the form of a mathematical model. Okay, so you will collect the data and then you will clean the data and you will use this data to train the machines. Okay, so the machines must be enabled to learn from the given data, and then whatever the machine has understood from the data, the machine must be able to represent it in the form of a mathematical model. So that is a major important role, major important activity or task in a data science job. Okay, so you will be using a cleaned set of data which is supplied to the machine, and the machine must be enabled to learn from the given data, and then the machine must be capable of expressing whatever knowledge it has gained from the given data in the form of a mathematical model. Okay, so data scientists primarily deal with a huge chunks of data to analyze the patterns and trends that present in the data by making use of a combination of tools. So you are not going to use only one specific tool to gain meaningful insights out of the data. You are going to use n number of available tools, so that the ultimate aim is to gain meaningful insights out of the given raw data. Okay, right. So when we talk about data science, we must also talk about artificial intelligence and machine learning. So artificial intelligence, even though the term artificial intelligence was coined in the year 1955 itself by John McCarthy, only in the recent years it has gained immense popularity. Why? Again, the reason is the availability of huge amounts of data. So we have data available in terms of, not only in terms of terabytes, but also in petabytes, exabytes, and much more. Okay, so we have the big data available with us. So the big data is characterized by volume, variety. Not only we have structured data available with us, we have unstructured data, and we also have semi-structured data. So, and also the velocity, the speed with which the data is flowing into the system. Okay, so we have the availability of big data with us. So how we can effectively make use of the available data in order to improve our business? That is the objective. So since the data is available widely, okay, so how we can effectively make use of the data with that objective? The artificial intelligence concept has gained much popularity in the recent days. So if you think of artificial intelligence, it has got its applications in almost all domains, from agriculture to education, marketing, finance, banking sector, anything and everything, artificial intelligence has got its applications. So you must be familiar with using some of the AI applications like Apple Siri, Amazon's Alexa, right? And you would have heard about the self-driving cars. These are some of the popular applications of artificial intelligence. And what exactly artificial intelligence is? So on the contrary, if you think of, when we talk about artificial intelligence, what is the contrary to this? It is human intelligence, which is a natural intelligence, right? So what do you mean by human intelligence? How a human brain learns, right? So when you think of the human brain, how a human brain learns is from the real world environment. A human brain tries to learn from the real world environment. And then it tries to understand, it tries to gain some knowledge from whatever happens around the human brain, and then whatever it has understood, it is going to represent it. It is going to represent it as a summary, and this summary we are going to call it as the mental model. Okay, and then this is the knowledge gained by the human brain, and it will, you make use of, as a human, you will make use of this knowledge, whatever knowledge you have gained from the real world environment, you will apply this knowledge to make decisions in the future events. Okay, so if you are good in making decisions, then you will be called as a smart person, right? So a human brain will try to learn from the real world environment, and then you will create a summary in your mind, which we call it as the mental model, and this summary is the knowledge, whatever knowledge you have gained. Okay, and you will apply this knowledge to make decisions in the future events. Say for example, I'm going to I have to travel from my home to my workplace. I'm going to drive the car. Okay, So if there are 4 different routes available from my home to my workplace, and I have chosen different routes, route A, B, C, D, 4 different routes are available. I have chosen different routes on different days of the week, and I have traveled for 6 months. And at the end of the 6th month, I come to a conclusion that route B is not at all suitable for the first day of the week. Okay, this is a conclusion. I come to this conclusion at the end of the 6th month saying route B is not at all suitable for the first day of the week, because during the first day of the week maybe there is lots of traffic and route B is not at all suitable. Okay, and route C and D are having similar ETAs. Okay, so I can choose, even though route C and D takes 10 minutes more than route A and B, route C and D are traffic-free routes. Okay, so in that case, so I come to this conclusion. So I have, after having some experience, after traveling from my home to the workplace for 6 months, and after choosing 4 different routes during these days, I come to a conclusion at the end of 6th month. I have some assumptions in my mind. This I call it as knowledge. Okay, and I'll be applying this knowledge during the 7th month. If I have to choose a route based on the situation, I'll choose to select a specific route, either A, B, or C, D, depending upon the situation on that specific day. Okay, so this we call it as making decisions based upon the situation. Okay, so if you are good in making decisions at all the times, then you will be called as a smart person. And now, what is exactly artificial intelligence? As a human, we are trying to learn from the real world environment. Artificial intelligence is all about making the machines to learn, making the machines to make smart decisions, or you are going to make the machines smarter. Okay, so how can you do that? So you can enable the machines to learn by supplying some data to it. Okay, by supplying some data to it. So the machines can learn from the data, and then it can build a mathematical model. This mathematical model will represent the summary about how the real world works. Okay, so whatever it has understood from the given data, it will build a mathematical model. Okay, and this mathematical model is the knowledge gained by the machine. Okay, and this knowledge can be applied to make decisions in the future events. So if a machine is making good decisions, then it is a smart machine. Understood? So when we talk about this part, like supplying cleaned data, collecting the data and supplying clean data to the machine, and enabling the machines to learn from the data, and building a enabling the machines to build a mathematical model which represents a summary of how the real world works. Okay, and this particular part we call it as machine learning. And the entire part means once the machine has gained some knowledge, applying this knowledge to make decisions in the future events. Okay, including that particular step, we call it as the entire process, we call it as artificial intelligence. So from this you can easily understand machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence, right? So you would have learned theoretically that many times machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. Now you will be able to understand, appreciate how machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence.